Here we go, here we go. Here we go, here we go. Check the From the Shore to Be More show. Coming through strong with that podcast flow. Sunday afternoon at 2 to 3 p.m. slot. Got the Interstate 95 turnpike high. When you tune in, they don't just entertain. They come with the message that presses the brain. Those other podcasts, they seem microscopic. Cause they're the big dogs that drop the hot topics. So sure, be more dumb. You just stay ready for DJ Boom, Shaheem, and more Debbie. Put them together, there's a treacherous street. From the tri-state area to the DMV. So sit back, relax, get your Sundays on. On after morning, gone before dawn. That positive vibe that we hitting so strong. With this podcast show, you can't go wrong. So, here we go, here we go. Here we go, here we go. Here we go, here we go. Here we go.
What's up, everybody? And welcome back to another fantastic episode of your favorite podcast, the From the Shore to Be More show. I am one of your hosts, the one, the only Shaheem.
And I'm one of your hosts, Deborah Singletary, aka Aunt Debbie.
What's up, everybody? It's yours truly, DJ Boom, here in the building, making it do what it do, and every Sunday with y'all. Let's have a good time. What's happening, y'all? How was y'all week?
Yes, he is. And of course, you know, we are the treacherous three of the tri-state area and the DMV. Yes, thank you.
They ain't ready.
Yes, and it's great, fantastic even to be back for this episode, guys. It's good to see all you guys back with us on this beautiful Sunday. I know summer's starting for everybody, and we appreciate you taking the time out to spend it with us. So thank you very much. What's up, everybody? We have a great show today. Today we're going to be talking about coming from self-sabotage to self-mastery. That is a thing of beauty, and it's going to be a great conversation. So again, we look forward to having that, and thanks for you guys spending your Sunday with us. It's been a beautiful weekend. I hope you guys enjoyed your Memorial Day weekend last week. There's some things I just want to go over real fast. Of course, I was down in Maryland with my daughter and her family, spending some time with my beautiful granddaughter, Cassidy. And we took time out to go to this museum down there, the Calvert Marine Museum. And this is a picture of her gazing through one of the aquariums. So we had a great time out there. And again, I hope you guys had a great weekend. I also want to acknowledge the fact that I didn't say this last week, but I want to say it now. We got my wife and our anniversary just passed, folks, and we got so many blessings from so many people. I mean, it's impossible for me to thank everybody personally, but so I'm going to take time out to say thank you to everybody for all your kind and beautiful words. Yes, we had a beautiful anniversary. Thank you very much to everybody. Also, real fast, I want to mention this, and then we're gonna try to keep this thing moving. The NBA Finals, everybody. we wasn't going to let that just slip right by without saying something. The NBA Finals is in full effect, ladies and gentlemen. You have your Boston Celtics, and you also now have your Dallas Mavericks. I think Boston might take this one, but Dallas is looking super good out there, so I don't know. What do you think, Boom?
I don't care.
No, your team ain't in it, so you just ain't interested.
No, you got two teams that I just can't find myself rooting for. The Boston Celtics, I would never, ever, ever do it. And then Dallas, because I'm not a Cowgirls fan, I just can't root for Dallas. I guess since my Lakers is Western Conference and Dallas is Western Conference, I'm going to just want the Western Conference to win. How about that?
All right, there you go. Okay, ladies and gentlemen.
How come you're not asking me? How come you're not asking me?
Okay, no, I'm my apologies on Debbie. Who do you think is going to take it this year?
Okay, depends on what color the uniforms are. What color is Dallas uniform?
Are we doing that? All right. Well, Boom, explain what colors they got. Boom, go ahead, knock it out.
Dallas. Well, Dallas is blue and white, and Boston is green and white. So it's your choice.
There you have it.
I'm laying out this one. I don't like either of those combinations.
And there you have it, folks. That's the prediction for the on Debbie. Nobody's gonna win. All right, but you know,
You said nobody.
But also, while we're talking about the NBA, you know, I just want to mention this: the passing of NBA legend Bill Walton. Man, I am old enough to have had the pleasure of watching him play. He was a Boston Celtic as well as what was that, Trailblazer. So I definitely want to take time out to recognize his passing this week. I forgot what age he was, but he definitely was a legend of the game. So rest in peace, sir.
It was
rest
86.
86.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, rest in peace, sir. We definitely the NBA is definitely gonna miss you. Oh,
Yeah.
Deb, you had some art you've been working on. I've been dying to see some of it. You have any of it done yet?
Well, I do. I do
Not
have
to
it
get you off
done.
guard.
I just didn't put it up. Maybe later I'll slip and
Okay.
go get something.
I would
to show you.
appreciate that. And boom, why don't you put up that banner? Because I want to tell everybody that people, you can now call the show live, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. And you can be part of the conversation. We want you to be part of the conversation. We want your input because we want to remind you guys that this is not just our show. This is your show too. So please join the conversation. We're also going to be starting something new, folks. We're going to want you, we're going to set up so that you can send in your photographs of your precious memories, maybe your anniversaries, celebrations of the little loved ones, your babies, grandchildren, because we want to celebrate your special times with you. So we're going to be setting that up too, where you can now send in your photographs and you can celebrate your precious moments right here on the From the Shore to Be More show. That's coming real soon, folks. Right, boom? Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And because it's not just our show, this is your show too. And so we also want to remind you this too. When you see Boom looking away, he's not just looking away, ignoring you, folks. He's actually on Facebook communicating with you guys. So please, why don't you reach out? You can comment and communicate on the show just as well. And Boom will be more than happy to talk to you. All right, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. We got a lot going on with the show. The show is growing, and we love that. Is that not right, folks?
I wouldn't have it any other way.
That's right. I just want to say one shout out, and then we're gonna keep the ball rolling. I want to shout out my man Aegis Gage down in Baltimore. People, if you can follow the show, you know that he's been helping me on one of my songs, Charlene. And he went back to the studio and he brushed up on some things, and he sent me something, some more stuff that he played, and it is absolutely beautiful. Aegis, I got to tell you, I mean, I'm so glad that we met. And so I want to also shout out Scotty, because Scotty introduced us. And I can't wait for you guys to hear the magic this guy's playing. So listen, you guys, if you're out there and you're looking for a musician or someone to put in some studio time with you, you make sure you look up Aegis Gage down in Baltimore, Maryland. I promise you, he will not disappoint anybody. And guess what? We're going to keep the ball rolling.
Now if it's your birthday, get on up. Now if it's your birthday, get on up. Now if it's your birthday, if it's your birthday, if it's your birthday, get on up. Now if it's your birthday, get on up. Now if it's your birthday, get on up. Now if it's your birthday, if it's your birthday, if it's your birthday, get on up. Turn it up. Now we gonna have us a good time, good time. We gonna have us a good time.
We're gonna have us a good time, a great time, a fantastic time as we celebrate your birthdays with you folks. So if you're having a birthday today, in the past week, or the upcoming week, happy birthday to all you two-faced Geminis. Like, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But happy birthday to you all. I don't have any personal ones. Do you guys have any personal ones?
You know, we had a lecture on how they're not two-faced, right? You do know.
Yeah,
that.
we did. I know, but you know me, I'm bad. I couldn't resist. You know, I couldn't resist it.
Exactly.
But happy birthday, Geminis. You guys got any personal ones you want to mention?
Well, excuse me. I have a young lady by the name of Patrice who's celebrating a birthday today.
All right.
She's a Gemini. Of course, you know, we shouted them out last week. My brother's a Gemini. I had two young ladies show up at my place of employment now.
Which
that
brother's
are
a Gemini?
Samir.
Of course.
Samir. So happy birthday, Samir. We got him last week.
Right.
Yeah,
I'm trying to. It's some other folks I'm sure I'm missing off the top of my head as far as Gemini season goes. As a matter of fact, what is today? Today is the second. So tomorrow, I'll shout out my boy Jason up there in Baltimore. His birthday is tomorrow, June 3rd. So he's a Gemini.
oh, his birthday is tomorrow. Happy birthday, Jason.
Mhm. Yep, his birthday is tomorrow. So shout out to Jason celebrating the birthday. I'm sure they're gonna do some sort of turn up, whatever.
Yeah, you know that. You know that.
But of course, and that's pretty much it for me as far as the birthday shout outs. I gotta go on my Facebook and see who I'm missing. Because I know I'm missing somebody. I know I am. I don't want nobody, trying to chop my throat out or whatever because I didn't remember to say happy birthday. But whoever I miss now, I will get next week. How about that?
Yeah, and you know what, you fans out there who watch the show, you can help us out. It doesn't have to be us. We always tell you can contact the show. Let us know if there's somebody you want us to mention. Go ahead and contact the show. Let us know, folks. We'd be more than happy to celebrate your birthdays with you.
Oh, I do have a excuse me. Trying to clear my throat. Ooh. Listen, it's been a long weekend, long weekend, and it
Okay.
actually is not even over yet.
Okay.
Why is this not happening? What happened? Anyway, go ahead and do your shout outs. Hopefully this video will pop up in a second.
Yeah, I'm sure. I have a couple celebrities that I want to shout out, and some of them, believe me, are close to me, being the age that I am. But first, I want to shout out Miss Pam Greer. Happy birthday to Pam Greer. I'm not going to tell her age. That's something you got to look at yourself. But her birthday passed. It was on May 26th, and I definitely want to make sure that I mention her. Boy, she was. Boy, how old?
I think she's 75.
Wow. I am happy to see that she's still around, boy. In her day, boy, she was Miss Thing. I'm telling you right now, folks. You younger folks wouldn't know that. But yeah, in her day, she was definitely Miss Thing. Happy birthday to Miss Pam Greer. And a couple other people. Yeah, right? And a couple of other people I want to shout out. This guy here. Andre 3000, folks. Mr. Outcast himself. His birthday just passed on May 27th. Happy birthday, sir. I don't do the ages. You got to look him up yourself. This rapper, too. Look. Jada Kiss, New York's own. His birthday just passed also on May 27th. Also, I want to mention this guy here. So this guy, some of you might not even recognize. Actor Philip Michael Thomas. Yes, from Miami Vice. His birthday was on May 26th. And he is also, I did not know this, in his 70s. I'm not going to tell you. You got to look it up. But he's also in his 70s, but he's still around. Yeah, could you believe it? But I got to admit, for his age, he still looks sharp. So happy birthday to you. Sir.
Well, men don't care about telling. We don't care for the most part. We don't care about telling our age. It's the women that have an issue with telling their age.
I'm 72 years old.
Yeah. What you talking about, Willis? What you talking about, Willis? Woman right there, man. She ain't afraid. I also want to say happy birthday to this lady here. Amy Schumer, this actress, comedian, I tell you, she cracks me up. Her movies, man, let me tell you. So I had to say, what's up to Amy Schumer, man? Her birthday was June 1st, yesterday. So happy birthday to her. I just got a couple more people. I know you want to keep the show rolling. Boom, if we have any comments, please handle them for me, please. I want to say happy birthday to this guy here.
Please sit down. Ellis, files say you've served 40 years of a life sentence. You feel you've been rehabilitated?
Rehabilitated? Well, now, let me see. I don't have any idea what that means.
Well, it means you're ready to rejoin society.
I know what you think it means, Sonny. To me, it's just a made-up word. A politician's word, so that young fellas like yourself can wear a suit and a tie and have a job. What do you really want to know? Am I sorry for what I did?
Well, are you?
There's not a day goes by I don't feel regret. Not because I'm in here, because you think I should. I look back on the way I was then. A young, stupid kid who committed that terrible crime. I want to talk to him. I want to try to talk some sense to him. Tell him the way things are. But I can't. That kid's long gone. This old man is all that's left. I gotta live with that. Rehabilitated. It's just a bullshit word. So you go on and stamp your form, Sonny, and stop wasting my time.
Happy birthday to the one, the only, Morgan Freeman. Happy birthday, sir. I mean, what could I say? Powerful. Almost every single role that he's played in, just knocked it out of the park. So happy birthday, sir. Boom, I see you got to try to do something. So go ahead and do that because I do have.
The only way it's gonna come up because it's I don't know this whole system.
All right, go ahead. Yeah, that's fine.
It's interesting how we still learning how to use this stuff. It's amazing to me. But I got to shout out young lady by the name of Vanessa, who decided to come out with us last night and celebrate her birthday at our venue, Rewind, out there in Stone Mountain. Video of folks that came out to celebrate with her. And that young lady right there is the birthday girl.
DJ needs some more cold break.
Yep, that was Vanessa celebrating her birthday last night with us. So shout out to Vanessa for celebrating with us. Happy birthday to her.
Well, happy birthday.
See why I'm feeling exhausted. Last night was it was a lot. We didn't close till 2:00.
The hardest working DJ in the business. So, all right, happy birthday, Vanessa. I'm just got a couple more, and we're gonna keep this ball rolling. I want to also shout out to this guy because he's also one of my favorites too.
I remember when I lost my
CeeLo Green, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. His birthday, May 30th. So happy birthday to you, sir.
In so much space.
Still one of my favorite songs. And on W's too, boy. I can tell now. It's a great song. Happy birthday.
Right.
And look, I missed somebody last week, another star, and I don't know how I did that. And believe me, it was my regret that I did. And so I had to reach back and I had to say happy birthday to the queen herself. I wasn't going to stop until she kicked that shoe off.
Right.
I was not going to stop till she kicked that shoe off. Happy birthday to Miss Patti LaBelle. Happy birthday to the
most
queen.
iconic thing that she does. With kicking them shoes off. They got to come up off. I got to get comfortable now.
And kicking them shoes off. Yes. Happy birthday to the queen. And to all you Geminis and past Tauruses who are celebrating your birthdays.
Absolutely. I don't know who watches. I don't know if they watch the show or not, but I know Wanda does. So I got to take the time to shout out my cousin Ralph's wife, Ty. Her birthday just passed, and she's celebrating the birthday. She posted it on social media, so I assume it's okay to say she turned 42 today.
Oh, okay.
Today,
Watch that.
But happy birthday to her, and Auntie, you can let her know that we here from the show to Be More says happy birthday to her.
I will.
For what?
There you go. Happy birthday, everybody. You Geminis are tearing it up this month. All right. Well, let me tell you this, folks out there, fans. If you are having a birthday celebration or a celebration of any kind, there's something that we would like you to know. To level up your birthday party or any celebration, you need to call Shush Entertainment for your solid disco party experience. Hosted by our own DJ Boom. Looking for that special gift? Look no further than hazytrades.com for a custom image 3-piece set for that special someone in your life. Or, if you're interested in an astrological reading, contact business carriers to find out how the stars are lining up for you. And let me repeat, ladies and gentlemen, for the 100th time, to reach Aunt Debbie. What boom? What'd you say? Live and direct. To reach Aunt Debbie,
Right.
live and direct, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm sorry, y'all. I started laughing. Live and direct.
You have to contact Vision Carriers at AOL.com.
I don't know why y'all can't take the names and pass it on to me.
Huh? Well, if someone reaches out to me again, I will, but I'm hoping that they just reach to you directly. Now, everybody who did reach out to me, I'll let you know, but I'm hoping they just contact you directly. Right now, no one has, but if they will, of course I will. Of course I will. We want you to get your blessings. But that being said, also I want to just go over a message that was sent to me last week. I'm not going to say any names, but someone sent this after the show last week. Our last week's show was what was it again? I'm sorry, folks. I know it was Memorial Day weekend. But regardless,
the memories that
make us, right. And so after the show, someone sent in a message, and I just want to read it briefly to people. It says, today Aunt Debbie made such a powerful gesture when she simply said, "You make me happy." You never hear people say that. We never had a good time, or I'm sorry, we had a good time. That was fun. I enjoyed that. But we rarely hear someone say, "You made me happy." That has made me look at those who have made me happy, and I will make it a point to let them know that not only did I have a good time, but that they have made me happy. Just in case you do not know that your podcast makes a difference, I want to let you know that it does. I don't have Aunt Debbie's number. Please share with her. And of course, we just did, and I just shared it again. We are so happy and so proud of the fact.
No, that makes me happy to hear that.
Yes. I know
it has such meaning to my life, and I am so happy to receive that message. It's energizing. You just added another 10 years to my life. Thank you.
Well, keep the compliments coming because we want you to live to be 1,000. There you go, everybody. And also want to remind, go ahead, Boo. I'm sorry.
I said absolutely. That's all I had to say.
And I want to keep the ball rolling, but I just want to remind everybody that Boom and I are not just a couple of backup dancers, folks. We are here for your pleasure too. All right. Let's keep the ball rolling.
You know, I guess right now we should start the show.
Yeah, thank you, Boo. And I gotta tell you, this was a special one for me. But let's get into this, folks. You guys got anything you want to talk about?
I have one. Since you
fantastic.
mentioned Morgan Freeman, it reminds me of the Shawshank Redemption, which I think is one of the greatest movies of all time. It also relates to our subject today from sabotage to self-mastery.
Yes.
And it also addresses what happens when we get into these lockdowns, whether it's the projects or whether it's the prisons or whether it's inside our head, and we make that the reality and we're afraid to leave that because it's become so familiar and comfortable. That's a great movie. Watch it again.
Right. For those who haven't seen it,
yes,
for the first time, but I've seen it twice. I've seen it, and then you got a lot of little different shows like The Simpsons and stuff making parodies about the Shawshank thing. So it's everywhere. So if you haven't seen the Shawshank Redemption, definitely go check that movie out. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's long.
Yes.
It's a long movie, but it's worth it from start to finish.
If you're gonna watch that movie, pack your tissues. I'm gonna tell you, it takes a lot to move me. I think maybe I'm getting mushy in my older years, but that movie chokes me up every time. As you can see, I played a scene of Morgan Freeman's scene from that movie, and you can see just how powerful it was. You go ahead and you write down what you want to, boy, and stop wasting my time. Understand, boy? Woo! Good one. Good one. How about you, Boom?
I watched
yes
a movie. It's called Fantasy Island. It's a reboot for the TV show Fantasy Island. For those who are old enough to know what Fantasy Island was, Mr. Rourke and Tattoo, the plane.
Right.
But this is a horror version of Fantasy Island, which I thought was actually pretty dang cool how they put it together.
Okay.
So check out Fantasy Island. That's the name of it. Fantasy Island. It's on Hulu. So I didn't watch any movies on Netflix on purpose because
right. I'm starting to get away from that too. Yeah, right. I'm with you.
And has anybody watched the Beekeeper yet? Has anybody watched it out there? Let us know if you watched it. Let us know if you watched any of the movies that we've suggested, so we know what you think about these movies.
Absolutely.
You know, so yeah, that was the one that I watched.
Is Beekeeper horror?
No. It's an action
I'll
adventure.
watch it then.
Yeah, please call the show, folks. You can let us know. You see the number right there. So what is it? 678-643-8905. People, and you can join in, be part of the conversation.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Now I have a couple. I had some time this week, so I got to check out Madam Web, the Book of Clarence, and most of the Notebook. All right. So yeah, here's my candid views on these movies. And I did watch Atlas too, but I'm gonna do Atlas last because Atlas is new. Madam Web caught on Netflix. It was okay. It was okay for me. It was as bad as people might think. It's pretty good actually. Of course, it's all girls again, folks. I don't know why all the superheroes are girls all of a sudden, but okay. But it's like I don't want to give it all away. It's like if I had like a woman Spider-Man type of thing, but it wasn't that bad. I got into it, so
it's a great introduction. If people follow the comic books, Madam Web is responsible for. It's a multiverse sort of thing.
Right,
so
right.
If they follow the comic books, to me, it was a good introduction. That's why I said, it wasn't as bad as the reviews.
Yeah, the reviews have been about it.
Yeah, it was cool.
It was cool. If you're the superheroes, I think you'll enjoy it. So there you go. That's my opinion on that. The Book of Clarence. The Book of Clarence. Okay, let's talk about this one. And it does have a huge religious theme to the movie. The Book of Clarence. I think he wanted to be the 13th, apostle. I want to say this about this movie. I'm an atheist. Everybody knows that. I thought this movie was very well done, very clever how they told the story and how they did things. I thought it was very clever how they did it. To me, it was long. That's just my feeling on it. But I couldn't get away from it. And like I said, it's supposed to be kind of a comedy, but the way they did it was very smart. Hats off to the producers and the director. I would have never thought to play it out like that. And so very creative. Very creative. I'm proud of my people, boy. Doing their thing out there. Why are we doing our thing? Let's acknowledge it, man. We are. And so I thought it was good. So check out The Book of Clarence. Thanks on Debbie and also to my daughter Jasmine and her husband Kevin. That was good. I did enjoy it. Now, let's get to this. The Notebook, everybody. Okay. Yes. Now, I want to say this. This was actually a movie that my wife and on Debbie were supposed to be talking about. So I'm not going to talk a lot about it. They're going to do their own thing on it. I'm going to go over it briefly. For me, and everybody who knows me probably already know how I feel about this movie. I couldn't really relate to it. I understand that it was a great romance movie. And so it wasn't that part of it that I couldn't relate to. I'm a sensitive guy. I'm a Virgo. But the fact that it's the 1940s in the South, that's the whole that whole thing. No, that just couldn't work for me. I have a nephew actually who studied film in college, and this was one of the films that he was asked to watch and give a report on. And of course, he said the same thing that I'm saying, that because of the era and the thing, the yada yada yada, it wasn't relatable for us. That's my opinion. I can understand why people would love it. It's a great romance story. Go check it out. Draw your own opinions. But for me, being my political self, it's just not going to work for me. But I did see most of the movie. There it is. That's my thought. Now, last but not least, rounding off my watches, Jennifer Lopez's Atlas. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, you got to accept Jennifer Lopez as an action hero. And I can understand why that can be tough to do because she's still Jenny from the block. I get that, all right? But I got to tell you, this was actually a great sci-fi movie. Even my son agreed to that. We both sat down and watched it. And if you're a sci-fi fan, you're going to love this movie. So shout out to Jennifer Lopez. I understand she canceled a tour for this summer, but your movie career is taking off. This was great and produced by her. So congratulations.
Well, she has already had a movie career. She's had several movies under her belt. And it wasn't sci-fi, but the Enough movie where she whooped dude's ass for beating up on her. She's already down for the action. I haven't seen it yet. I may check it out. It didn't grab me. I scroll through movies and I look at the title, and if the title grabs me, and then I'm gonna go look and see what it's about, and then I watch it.
Right.
The title didn't grab me. So but you're giving a recommendation. I may sit back and watch it and see
I would definitely
on.
recommend it. I would definitely recommend it. So hats off again to her. I know your music career it seemed to be stalled right now. You had to cancel your tour. I heard all kind of rumors, but whatever, Jennifer. You're still doing your thing. You're still Jenny for the block. Hats off. keep doing it, baby girl. You all right. You good. All right. And that's our picks, everybody. All right. And like we like to tell you guys every single week, if you have topic ideas that you think our audience would like, if you like to sponsor the show, that's the most important thing. You can contact the show. To contact us, you can reach us on our YouTube channel, where you can comment during the show, and please don't forget to subscribe. You can also watch, like, subscribe, and comment during the show on our social media platforms. Our Facebook page or our Instagram is @From the Shore to Be More. Our Twitter or X is @2_BeMore. Our email is fromtheshore@gmail.com, or you can call the show at 732-440-9314. If no one answers, please leave a message and someone from the show will get back to you. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We will get back to you. All right. Now it's time for that part of the show that we know y'all been waiting for. It's time to get into this conversation. From self-sabotage to self-mastery. Oh, wow. What a great topic. And as far as me, I can only give you my personal views and my own experiences. Thank you to my wife, Terry. It was a great movie. I can only go on my own personal experiences as we talk about this. Now, for me, I feel like I finally mastered myself, but it took me years to get to that point. Now, that being said, you talking about years and years of making mistakes. Well, in my opinion, mistakes, that's part of life. That's how we grow, right? That's how we learn, right? When you're little, your mom was watching you touch that stove. She knows it's hot. She's gonna let you touch it. Why is she gonna let you touch it? Because you're gonna learn something today, folks. That's how we learn, right? By making mistakes, right? And so, in my own personal experiences, I can say I finally matured enough and said that I self-mastered myself. I worked through maybe not all, but most of those issues, spiritual, mental, whatever they are, and gotten to this point. Even the issues with substance abuse and things like this. But that's all part of the growth. That's all got me to this point. Thank God that I got to this point, because I'm a much better man because of it. I think everybody who knows me would agree to that. How about you, Debbie?
Well, for me, self-sabotage is not about failing. You
Right.
know, you make an effort and you fail. I don't see that as self-sabotage.
Okay.
I'm really interested in those actions that we take that undermine our chances of success when we could be successful or further along. And like like for example, one of the biggest self-sabotaging acts is lying to oneself. You know, when we rationalize, like for example, I've seen people who are like broke, they don't have any money, and then they go, oh, those $1,000 shoes are on sale for $300. I gotta get it because that's a great sale. And I say, but you can't afford it. You can't afford the 1,000 and you can't afford 300. And they'll take their, the rent money, and they don't have all the rent money, so they take the little they have to buy that, and they rationalize that it's a
Right.
good, that it's a good move. And then they're further, they're further in the hole. So I think,
Right.
or around money, people say, well, I deserve it. Well, yes, you deserve it, but you can't afford it.
Right. Right.
You know,
Okay.
so a lot of times I think self-sabotage is the ability to lie to ourselves. And also I think when something goes wrong and we blame others or blame ourselves, that's self-sabotage.
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
then, if I'm saying, well, the reason that I cursed Shaheem out in public on From the Shore to Be More is because he rolled his eyes at me. And so, and that's why I went off,
Yeah.
rather than saying, okay, I didn't have enough sleep, I didn't drink enough water, or I've been piling up, tension toward him or life, and not rather than taking responsibility for it,
Right.
I could say, oh, it's Shaheem's fault, but blaming oneself. Watch the self-talk. I'm stupid, oh, damn it,
Whoa,
I never gonna get there. Oh, I'm too old, I'm too young, I'm too
Being hard
grown.
on oneself.
They never gonna let black people get ahead because they out for black,
Mm.
and I'm old and black. What chance do I have? Like sometimes it's the negative self-talk.
Right. Being and that's definitely a self sabotaging trait to have,
Yeah.
being hard on oneself like that. And we talked about other self sabotaging traits that people can have. I know one thing that we talked that I was talking about was the fact that, especially years ago, that I was very trusting of people, which was probably a mistake. In a lot of incidences, and I paid for that in some ways. But I had to learn and that you can't just trust anybody. And there's other self sabotaging traits. Your temper. Your temper alone can be a damning trait, self-sabotaging trait. Self-control or self-control is extremely important. So sometimes, yeah, your temper can get you in trouble. Your temper can get you in trouble in a lot of ways. You can lose your job messing around, man.
Absolutely. And promising more than you can deliver.
That's good.
A big self-sabotaging
That is
behavior.
good. I'm gonna dip on that further. Because why would people do that? Like, is there a need there to make someone else feel better or feel wholer than you, or to go that extra mile for someone else that you probably wouldn't even do for yourself? I know people like that and put themselves out there and then feel terrible when they can't meet these crazy demands or whatever they put on themselves.
And then people aren't their friend anymore. I'll bring the potato salad, the fried chicken, the collard greens, and I'll bring enough for, or how many you having? 100? I'll bring enough for 100 people. The day comes, they're late, and then you like only potato salad, and they go, oh no, the farmers are on strike and I couldn't find the greens and then say, cool, you know how he is. He told me he would help me and then he didn't. And so now people are like, you know what? I'm not hiring you again. I'm not going to ask you to do, I'm not even going to be your friend. And one other thing that is with promising more than you can deliver is not charging enough. That a lot of times, those of us who are self-employed, when we charge, we sometimes undercharge. And then
Hallelujah.
right? We feel
Hallelujah.
resentment that now we said, oh yeah, I'll do all of that for $150. Should have been $1,000. Now we're doing it and we're like, well, I'm not going to do that because this is too much. And now we're angry. So
I've been caught
now,
up like that.
I have been too. And my thing is, you know what? I show up and I say, next time I'm not going to do that.
No.
But I think we have to ask more for what we want and not for what we think something is worth. Because here's the challenge with what something is worth. That's very subjective. I've seen people do very shoddy work and they want and feel entitled to $1,000. I might do great work, but I'm like, well, it's not really worth it. It's only, and I'm charging 50. And now they're rich, and I'm like, but I'm smarter than them. I work harder than them. My stuff is better than theirs because I didn't charge enough.
That comes from wanting to be accepted. That's where that behavior comes from. Wanting to be accepted, not wanting to disappoint people. Right. Again, all of these little traits come from growing up as a child. You don't know it, right? Right out front. It's like that odorless gas, the carbon monoxide. You don't know it's killing you until it has killed you. You know what I mean? I'm definitely all of that. Every bit of everything y'all just said. I was all of that. You know what I mean? Don't want to see people disappointed. Want to see people what I think I want to do is see people happy. And it's all in self-sabotaging yourself. You know what I mean? And then at the end of the day, I'm left holding the ball.
I'm an independent contractor, so when you're the face of the business and you're personally involved, like a small mom and pop, like we all are, and you're talking to people directly all the time, you can get caught up like that real easy. Everybody's got a story. Oh, well, I only got this and this is that and sometimes, you do feel bad. You tend to bend a little bit, but it can be self-sabotage, especially when you're in the business. So the thing that I had to learn, I can't speak for my two co-hosts, but for me, the thing that I had to learn is business is business. That's totally different. It just simply is what it is. The price is what it is. And you can't shoot yourself in the foot. And that was something I had to learn. So I can understand how that's a self-sabotaging trait, but you have to learn. You have to learn. So we can talk about the self-mastery. You have business
as an artist, it's while I'm making the art and I'm doing all these details, I go, oh, this is worth 1,000. Then I go, oh, this is worth 3,000. Oh, this is worth, look at all the stuff I'm putting in it. And then it's in a show and the curator says, so how much for this? And I go, 900? 900? And then somebody snaps it up at 900. I'm pissed. But I think it's better to charge what I want for it and have people say no. Because one no is not no forever. If they don't buy it on the spot, fine. I value it. I'll put it on my wall and enjoy it. And there's another word that has tripped me up in my life. Sloppy paperwork. I need to go get a driver's license. Well, it wouldn't be a driver's license for me. What do you call that? One of them IDs, non-driver's ID. And I can't find my birth certificate. And I can't find my social security card. And I can't find it. Or it's tax time and I can't find the receipts. And I'm looking all over the house and I'm spending hours, maybe even days looking for
Mhm.
my papers. Now I
Okay.
have a system. So now
Right.
recently I was going to Ireland and my friend was booking it and she says, "Do you have a passport?" I was like, my heart was like boom, ba boom, ba do I know where it
Mm.
is? I said, trust your system, Deborah. I opened up my bottom drawer, pulled out my passport in minutes. Where there was a time, I'm going to tell you honestly, there was a time when it would have taken me, I would have to say, I'll call you back.
Yeah,
And then
yeah,
I'm frustrated, I'm sweating,
yeah,
my blood pressure is raising up. I
yeah.
see it on Judge Judy. She says, well, do you have proof of that you did this? And they go,
Judge Judy.
well,
Okay.
I didn't find it. I got
Yeah.
this one. I got receipt for $5. No, where's the receipt for $1,000? I couldn't find it. Because you've gotta, people have a system for your important papers, even if you just throw it in a bowl. Maybe it's not sorted, but at
Yeah.
least know where
You know it's
all
in there, right?
the papers are.
Right.
So you don't have to
So
get online to get your social security card again. Okay,
so
everybody, find your social security card. Whoever pulls it out the phone wins.
so
Kidding.
being unorganized, I guess is what you're saying, could be a self-sabotaging trait. Right. I think everybody can agree with that.
Yes.
Look at boom, that is right there.
Mhm.
Uh,
You
Right there.
it's
win. You win.
yeah, right.
Right
I,
there.
I know I know where all mine is too.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
it's right
just
there.
kidding.
It's right there. See it?
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, I'll get out of here.
Yeah, I learned
Yeah.
a long time ago about being organized as I run
Mhm.
several businesses. And so, yeah, being organized is very
Yeah.
important. But I mean, there's many self-sabotaging traits that people have. Mastery. I want to talk about that for a second because something you said interests me. Lying to yourself. That can lead to so many self-sabotaging traits. And so for me, I think honesty is how you start the process of mastery. And what I mean is to say this by being honest with yourself about who you are as a person. I think it starts there. And then you can start working on mastering yourself. Being honest with yourself. I
Yes.
mean, like for instance, and I'm gonna talk about myself.
Yeah.
When I talk about myself, I can say being honest with the fact that I have problems with addiction. Yeah, I have problems with
Mhm.
trust
Yeah.
and all these other issues. And so being
Yeah.
honest with myself allowed me to say, you know what, these are things that now that I recognize them, that I can work on and work through to start the process. And that's to me how you start this
Yeah.
process of the self mastery.
Yeah. It's
I
called sometimes
was
I
the
hear this.
exact same way. Go ahead, Auntie.
No, you go ahead.
No, I was just saying I'm the epitome of the show of what we're talking about today. Like I
Mm,
am or was all of that.
yeah.
Last year's DJ Boom compared to this year's DJ Boom is a vastly different
Yeah.
individual. Like
Yeah.
I'm almost unrecognizable to myself for the mastery that I've had to work on, and it's still
Right.
going. The process is still happening. I
Right.
haven't
Never
fully
stops.
done it.
Mhm.
You
Never
guys both
stops.
have known me as a child and how my attitude will go from 0 to 500 in a second. That can't happen anymore. You know what I mean? Because that's part of that self sabotage we were talking about earlier. That can't happen
Mm-hmm.
anymore because I
Yeah.
can't allow somebody to take me out of what it is that I'm trying to accomplish, and then I blame it on them. You know what I mean? It's his fault.
Yeah.
Shaheem said he ain't like my necklace. So I had to
Mm-hmm.
go
Right.
to his house and kick his door in and beat him up because he said he
Yeah.
like my neck. You know what I mean? Like, wow. So I'm gonna blame him for my actions of how I reacted to what somebody may have said or even what somebody may have done.
Mm-hmm.
Boom.
Right.
Are you talking about making decisions at the height of your anger?
Right.
Or,
Yeah.
so then
Mm-hmm.
Just
what
even
would be
allowing it, just
self mastery in regard to that?
not
How did
even
you manage
allowing it
that?
to not even allowing it to even be an influence on me. I.e., I had a dude tell me he'll smack me like the bitch that I am. You know what I mean? And I just sat there. Now in the past, the 25-year-old me, oh no, yeah, I'd have been a whole different story in there. But I would have
Mm.
lost my gig as a DJ. You know what I mean? I may have lost a gig in a lot of places DJing because folks are connected to different people and they're like, no, this dude was fighting in my spot. I got a busted window. I got tables broken. Blah 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 blah. Because that's how I was. Now mastering what I know I don't want is I'm not going to allow you to influence anything concerned with what I'm trying to do in my life. No, you said such and such. You said it. So what? You said it. Now you physically touch me, you're gonna have a whole problem. But saying it, it's like, yeah, okay, you said it. You ain't do nothing. Clearly at 9:45, that dude was gone. So I didn't even see him when I told him at 10 o'clock. Listen, I'm off at 10 o'clock. I'm parked right here. 9:45, that guy was gone. So and controlling those sorts of scenarios and all kinds of scenarios like that, that's how you develop a way to master it. You know the issue. Now you have a roadmap to solve that issue.
One of the things that interests me is, self-honesty is an art. You really have to learn it.
Right.
Listen to yourself say, you have to kind of know not just what somebody did that made you angry, but what it brought up in you about you. So if you guys said to me, Aunt Debbie, you ugly, you stupid, you fat, you old, you think you know everything and you stupid, I'm gonna go, oh, I'll say, cool, what's wrong, baby? Is everything all right? Because I know I'm fine. Okay, I might be old. I'm black. I'm maybe gaining a little weight. But your vision of me doesn't define me. So if you call me names, it's not that you make me angry. There's something within me that is responding to, and that's where I gotta go and look. So what I often do is I go to my trusty journal. This is a journal that I covered. Your Aunt Inez does that as well. We buy these books, and then we decorate them, and in them we write our thoughts because you don't get honest overnight. You really have to learn to hear yourself live.
Oh yeah, you do. Oh yeah, you do. I think we're all circling back to the same thing: being honest with yourself, man. Oh man, and it comes in different forms for me. I mean, but what I mean to say is that being honest with myself is not only recognizing an emotion, but also recognizing why I'm feeling that way about certain situations. Something happened, and this emotion came up. And it's probably not the right one. So why am I taking it this way? Why am I feeling this way? What brought me to this point? Being honest with yourself is the mastery part of it. And for me, it's a work every day. it's a process every day. But I know myself better, and so I have way more coping mechanisms now than I had as a young person.
Right.
Yeah. Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Recognize
you stop that denial. That's I'm not going to deny what it is.
Right.
This is what it is. Is it something that I can change? If it's something that I can change, then I'm gonna work on changing it. If it's something that I cannot change, then I'm not gonna change it.
Yeah, it's about for me. Also, it's about just recognizing who you are and being comfortable. Being comfortable with who you are, not feeling like you have to fit some kind of mold or something. Just being you and being comfortable with just being you. How about that? I don't have to be Shaheem all the time. I'm Tyrone. That's who I am. Shaheem is the alter ego. I'm actually Tyrone. Yes. Hi, everybody.
Oh my God, there goes Tyrone.
Right, nice to meet you.
Oh,
I was wondering when that guy was going to show up.
Yeah, right. I'm here now.
Yeah.
I got the
and that's important to know that you have that alter ego. And sometimes, it's a matter of okay, I lost my thought. Go ahead, you guys.
Yes. I think what you say it's that right on. Because for the longest time, I always felt I had to be Shaheem. It took me a long time to learn how to be Tyrone. I can admit that now.
I know what it is. It's not always about changing the behavior, but comprehending why you have it. There was a time
Thank you. Well said. I knew there was a reason why we had you on the show.
and I'm going to tell you guys, I was late for every single thing: work, dates, movies, and it got so bad that people stopped asking me out because they knew I was going to be late. And one time I was on the subway platform and I was late yet again going to work. They probably said, if you're late one more time, we're going to fire your ass. And I'm anxious and I'm looking as if I could draw the train with my glare. And then I said, I realized that I was in pain. And this was the first time that I connected being late to pain because it's anxiety producing. And I said a prayer, and I think this could work if you think identify as an atheist, because it's like about asking your inner resource. So I asked my inner resource, what is up with this? What, I hear, God, you could fix everything. Can you do something about this? Immediately, I had a memory which involved how late my father always was, picking us up for Coney Island.
Sound like a
How
good
was
song.
her the child? Or Debbie, the child. So Debbie, what Debbie did was she decided it was unconscious. And that's the thing about self-sabotaging. It can be unconscious. You don't even know you're doing it. But Debbie said, you know what? I ain't waiting for anybody anymore because it's painful. What I'm going to do is make people wait for me. And my life. The minute I had that realization, I was on time. And people would say, get up earlier, lay your clothes out, to do this, do that, change your alarm clock. It wasn't about my actions. It was about my emotions and my thinking. And the minute I had that story, my lateness was cured. I didn't have to behave into being on time because you know what? Nothing would have done it because I was, coping by being late. So thank you for letting me share that.
All right, of course.
Yeah.
It's all about recognizing oneself. That's, I think, what it's all about, and that's something we learn through time, boy. You learn once you learn yourself, like I said, you start to develop different coping mechanisms and things and ways to deal with these emotions and feelings that you have, right or wrong, and it just makes you a better person. Like the air smells fresher, the sun feels warmer. It's just a more beautiful life.
You didn't know was on the surface.
Yes.
You didn't even know it was on the surface. Yeah. We had a show a couple weeks. First of all, let me tell you both.
Yeah.
We've expressed it to each other before, but I definitely got to say this show has been an amazing thing for my life. And becoming a better Sekou. Hello, I'm Sekou.
Nice to meet you, Sekou.
DJ Boom. Because you said something on the show a few weeks ago that made me go back and think. I remember having a argument before everything fell apart, really fell apart, with my ex-wife, and one thing she said to me made me start thinking about so much other stuff. And she was like, "You're being so unfair." Just saying that to me put me in a whole nother thought process, because quite frankly, I was being unfair. And now it wasn't the way she was trying to say it, but I was being unfair. So Debbie, you said something about we got to find out if we even like women or men, you know what I mean? And not like them in a way of, any sort of homosexual sort of way. Just to know if you even like them. That one statement that you said made me analyze, and I didn't. I was angry at women for a very long time. I didn't know. I didn't know. But that one statement that you said hit me like, damn, it's, I love women. Don't get me wrong. I love them, but I'm angry and I don't trust y'all.
I think.
And honestly, that came from somewhere. I'm not going to dive into where it came from, but it came from somewhere. So I appreciate being on the show with the two of y'all.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate being on with you guys.
Yeah, thanks, cuz. I think if anyone who's been watching the show, especially from the beginning to now, would probably agree that this show has helped and changed us from the beginning to now. I think all three of us in some ways. And I love the growth, and I'm hoping that, you know, as we're growing on this show, that you guys out there watching us, as we're sharing all our stories and experience with you guys, that you're also growing with us. That's the whole idea, folks. That's the whole idea. So
Absolutely.
please continue to watch and be part of the conversation. We want to hear you guys' experiences too. Absolutely, definitely. So we want you guys to be calling in. The number's right there. All right. Good. Look, this conversation was amazing. I feel like I've learned something even just having this conversation today. Again, so we want you guys to grow with us. I know, Boom, you were talking about introducing something new to the show.
Yeah, so I wanted to start to implement something I would like to call the boom of the day, or today's boom. We'll figure out the title. But being DJ Boom, I was trying to decide if I wanted to make folks laugh or if I wanted to make them feel emotional. Today, I'm gonna make you laugh. So I got a couple of scenes I'm gonna show. They're not long, 15 seconds long or whatever, but this is our world that we're living in today. Check this out.
I'm in Belmont Heights. They done opened up the fire hydrant.
Okay, I'm sorry. You said they opened up what now?
Fire hydrant.
Okay, so we're not gonna make fire a big word.
Yeah.
And she repeated it. That's
yeah. I don't know.
And she repeated it.
It sounded like somebody else.
This one here had me cracking up as well because it's so true for a lot of people.
What'd you say?
It's jumper cables under your phone.
Jumper cables?
Mm-hmm. Why do you have that?
That's you.
I mean, that's me.
That's you. I changed your contact to jumper cables.
Why?
Because you're always trying to start something.
Okay.
Exactly. I know. So listen, I was like, oh, I'm doing that. First of all, I'm not going to be no woman that always likes to start stuff, so I'm not going to have to do that. But that was hilarious because I know so many that always like to start something. Like she going through his phone, and you find a word jumper cables. You ready to get on it? Like that's you.
That's good. That's good.
We're going to polish them up a little bit, but that's my introduction to the boom of the day. Those two people there. I can't even repeat the way she said Phaedra hydrant.
Yeah. It sounded like somewhere down in the South. I don't know. But listen, there's a lot of silly people out there. I know you had some other videos, and I know you're going to share them over the week. So there we go. That's Boom's pick of the day, folks. Today's Boom. All right, folks. I know it's that time of the show that you all hate, but we have got to do. It's that time to start breaking things down. So, Boom, what you got coming up? Cause
I have to run this all down. This is actually a big week. Obviously, as you see, I'm one of the managers at a place in Stone Mountain Rewind. We throw parties. We have a great time. This Tuesday, we're doing musical bingo. Thursday, we're doing karaoke. Next Wednesday, we'll have the comedy back in the building. And then this weekend, I'll be in Mississippi. Either I'm going to be in Mississippi or Maryland. One of the two. I haven't fully decided yet. For an event. If I go to Mississippi, it's for a silent disco event, 2-day event called the Booze Fest down in Mississippi. That I will be one of the sponsors on the Booze Fest. Exactly. We're going to be doing a silent disco. They're calling it the equivalent to the Freaknik, to Atlanta's Freaknik. So we'll see if I do that. If I don't do that, I will be in Maryland on the 9th for a event for Seed Schools in Maryland. They're doing a 5K run, and I'm the esteemed DJ to go up and do that event for them. So this is one of them hellacious weekends that I got coming up. So we'll see.
All right.
Good
Glad
for
to see you
you.
stay in business, man. Yeah, good for you. The hardest working DJ in the business.
Yeah.
How about you, Debbie? Are we going to see some of that art today?
You know what? Why don't I send you 3 pictures for next week? That way it'll be easier to show them than me picking something up and trying to wave it.
Yeah,
But,
no, that's a great idea.
So, you know, when you're in your 70s, one of the things that you do a lot is go to the doctor. So I have a doctor visit tomorrow. So that's my date, right?
Everything okay?
Oh, yeah. It's a routine, but I call it the date with Dr. Nair. Because that's my life. You know, I even kind of booked for the doctor. Then I have a client. And today, after the show, I'm going to run off to a small art exhibition that I'm in, and hopefully I'll get a picture of me holding whatever it is I made.
Right. Okay, and also, you got a red carpet event coming up, don't you?
June 15th for the Black Film Festival in Miami, Florida.
Yeah.
And I'm working on I'm working on, oh my Lord, what am I going to wear? So, but you know what? I ain't buying no new shoes because I'm not sabotaging and I'm not buying a new dress and spend, hundreds of dollars for a brief walk down the red carpet. I've had that talk with myself.
All right. Well, I still want to see the pictures. I'm sure you're going to look beautiful.
I'll send them today. I'm going to send them today to your email, right?
Right. That's perfectly fine.
Okay.
And people, if you want to know what's going on in Shaheen, bro, come on and check me out. What's up, everybody? As always, you can see me here every Sunday on From the Shore to Be More, 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. And to find out what events I have coming up or projects that I'm working on, visit therealshaheen.com to get my music like Weightless, It's On, and Misfit. You'll also be able to see my latest videos and new content. To show me some love, visit my YouTube channel and social media pages, and please like and subscribe. You can also hire me, the host with the most, to MC and host sports special events by contacting the show or contacting EROCK Entertainment at erockentertainment@gmail.com. And of course, look for gift ideas at our online store, hazytrades.com. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I got a lot of things going on. I want to say this about Hazy Trades, though, folks. I've been upgrading things. I've added things to it. It's a whole different look to the site. And not only that, just different products on there that you can find for your loved ones. Pocketbooks, bangles, custom men's socks, t-shirts, hoodies, anything that you might. So there's all kind of gift ideas, folks. So come on to our website and check us out. I'm sure you'll find something for that special someone in your...
I need to get a custom hookah.
Hookahs, I was going to sell them on the site, but I wanted to get away from the aspect because I want to make it more family friendly, but I'll keep that in mind. How about that?
Absolutely.
So listen, ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank all of you guys, all of our fans and family and everybody out there for spending your Sunday with us. We look forward to seeing you again next week on the next episode of From the Shore to Be More.
There's heavy on my. Then I look at you, and the world's all right with me. Just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be